Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Joe Handy, the Android Authority app guy, and it's about that time of month to round up the best new Android games. As usual, if you want to check out any of these games for yourself, you can find those links in the video description below. Vander Saga 2 is the sequel to one of the best strategy RPG titles out there. It features a lot of the same artwork styles and gameplay mechanics as the first one. That may sound bad, but both of those things were absolutely amazing in the first one, so it's nice to see them return again. Decisions you make in the game will affect the storyline, and that includes whether or not a character dies in combat. It's a must-have for any strategy RPG fan, and it also costs less than its predecessor. The Bug Butcher is the latest title out of Noodle Cake Studios. This one is an arcade shooter where you must kill tons of bugs. It sounds easy, but the bugs are gigantic and there are plenty of them. The mechanics are simple to learn because you can only point your gun in one direction. Your job will be to run from room to room and exterminate all of the bugs. It's suffering from some early release issues at the moment, however, those should be cleared up soon. It's $3.99 with no in-app purchases. Burly Men at Sea is one of the more unique releases from the last month. It's an adventure game that takes place in 20th century Scandinavia. The game is actually pretty short. Instead of giving you a big long adventure, the game instead branches out. Players are then supposed to replay the game and explore the various branches. The game utilizes a flat storybook style of graphics which gives it a certain charm. It also boasts no in-app purchases and no advertising. Crap I'm Broke Out of Pocket is a life management game. Your job is to live what amounts to a fairly normal life. You'll need to get a job, pay the bills, and avoid dying from things like starvation. It features a colorful, flat graphical style that plays really nicely with all of the times you're going to check and see how much debt you've accrued. There are tons of jobs, plenty of mini games, and a karma system that has no problems with punishing you. It's also relatively inexpensive. Dan the Man is the latest game out of Half Brick Studios. For those who don't know, that's the company that did Fruit Ninja and Jetpack Joyride. Dan the Man bills itself as an action platformer. You'll be hopping around various levels, beating up bad guys, and taking on bosses. Dan the Man also contains daily events, secret areas, and support for hardware gamepads. It's a freemium game which isn't that great, however, it's not half bad, even for a freemium game. FIFA Mobile Soccer is the latest annual release of the famed FIFA franchise. It features updated rosters, teams, and gameplay mechanics compared to last year's game. Otherwise, the game offers up 30 leagues, 650 real teams, and 17,000 real players. There are also a variety of game modes in order to keep you busy. It's an EA Sports title, which means the in-app purchase strategy is going to be fairly aggressive. The good news is that it's a fairly decent game if you can get past all of that. Lara Croft Guardians of Light is a new release of an old game. It plays a lot like other games in the franchise where you'll be wandering around various levels while solving puzzles, avoiding certain death, and taking on bad guys. It also includes things like co-op multiplayer, unlockable content, and boss fights. You'll be using an on-screen gamepad to control your movements and it works pretty well, but we wish it had come with hardware controller support as well. There are no in-app purchases for now, but there may be in the future. Legend of the Skyfish is an adventure game that features a little girl and a fishing pole. Your job will be to make it to the end in order to defeat the evil Skyfish. The game contains 45 levels, complete with puzzles, enemies, and boss fights. The main mechanic in this game is the use of your fishing pole. It gets used for everything from beating on bad guys to transportation as sort of a grappling hook. It's a fun little title and relatively inexpensive. Ludi Dungeon is the latest game out of Yoto One Games. They're the ones that made Crossy Road in case you had forgotten. In this title, you'll be walking through an endless dungeon. In each level, you must avoid traps, defeat bad guys, and race against the clock to make it to the next level. The game ends when you inevitably die. There are 50 unlockable heroes, 8 boss fights, and more stuff for you to do. It's a decent little time killer, although it does suffer from a lack of depth like other Yoto One titles. It's also a freemium game. Plants vs. Zombies Heroes is unlike most PvZ titles. This one has a much larger focus on PvP combat. You'll have 20 characters that you can collect, and then you take a few of them and go into battle against other players. It plays a lot like Hearthstone or Clash Royale, but with less of an emphasis on card collecting. In any case, it's a good time killer, and fans of the series should be able to get comfortable with this game rather quickly. Like other PvZ titles, this one is also a freemium game. And that about does it for this one, folks. If you want to keep watching, we have our selections for the best new Android apps that were released in October linked up there on the screen and in the video description below. Don't forget to check that out and keep it tuned to Android Authority because we are your source for all things Android. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a wonderful day.